teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now when I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. The shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me. A wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now when I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic storm, in the silence of my lone.
Thank you for joining the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs Virtual Awards Gala. Please welcome to the stage the Master of Ceremonies and your host for this evening's show, Mr. David Pettigrew.
Good evening and welcome to the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs Annual Awards Gala. I'm your host, David Pettigrew with New Process Steel, and I'd like to thank you and start out by saying thank you to the audience for joining us. It's because of your willingness to participate tonight that we're able to create opportunities for young people to discover their passion and flourish in a career in manufacturing. I've had the great opportunity of serving on the NBT Board of Directors for the last 6 years, and I can honestly say that they have been some of the most rewarding of my career. The chance to see so many amazing leaders in our industry put forth the time and effort to ensure that the future of manufacturing is in great hands. Now, I must admit, in my 20 years of being in steel, this has been, well, probably the strangest year that I've experienced. We're going through some difficult and strange changing times. Homeschooling, Zoom meetings, face masks, toilet paper shortage, murder hornets. I can honestly say that I'm glad it's October. I mean, we've only got 5 more years left in 2020. I mean, seriously though, I know I'm not the only person who's finished Netflix. I remember being a kid and watching Back to the Future 2 and imagining how cool the year 2020 would be. Hoverboards, flying cars, yet here we are, teaching people how to wash their hands. But as they say, the show must go on. I can promise you a night of true bipartisanship, steering clear of any Boutros Ghali type conflicts and keeping our focus on fundraising. As the manufacturing industry continues to grow, so does the need for a future workforce. We're counting on you to be as generous and visionary as possible this evening. Our purpose tonight is twofold. We're here to celebrate some of manufacturing world's best supporters as the NBT board presents 3 industry awards. We're also here to share stories about the positive impacts the NBT is making in the lives of young people by introducing the opportunities available in manufacturing and helping to set them on a career path that is both rewarding and in very high demand. If you caught the pre-show, you've already gotten to hear some of the sounds of Hotel Rhythm Section with special guest Amy Nickel, who is one of FMA's very own, doing an excellent job of providing tonight's entertainment, which is a great thing because if you're relying on me to give you entertainment this evening, things are probably going to be quite painful. But before we get started, will you do us a favor? Share the link to the NBT Awards Gala on your social media sites right now. Thank you for helping us spread the word about the important work that the NBT is doing to help solve the skilled labor shortage. The best way to experience the virtual awards gala is to watch the live streamed event on YouTube or Facebook Live from a desktop, a laptop, or a tablet. Then participate in the auction and raffle from your smartphone. It couldn't be simpler. Go to nbtfoundation.org/bid and click Sign in the upper right-hand corner, or text NBT Gala to 243-725 to get a link to NBT's mobile bidding site. Sign in with your name and email. You can also add your credit card number, which you only need to do once in order to bid, donate, or buy raffle tickets. Once you've signed in, find instructions on how to bid in the left margin or by clicking Menu on your phone. Click Make a Donation at any time to help us reach our fundraising goal of $10,000. When you click on Browse the Auction, you can search by category or view all the items and scroll through the unique art pieces donated by professional and student artists from around the country. Click Watch to be notified when someone bids on an item. Some items allow you to buy now, and you can even set your own max bid to let the system do the bidding for you. As a reminder, the art auction will stay open until 7 p.m., but the raffle ends at 6:45, so make sure to buy your tickets now. If you have problems signing in or have technical issues, call NBT at 815-227-8205 or email foundation@fmanet.org. This will truly be a night to honor manufacturing's finest contributors and celebrate the industry's biggest minds. We have an exciting show ahead of you with a lineup of our own celebrities, stars, and award winners. However, the real winners are the people NBT serves, the thousands of young people who attend NBT manufacturing camps and those who receive NBT scholarships to help with their educational journeys in pursuit of their dream career in manufacturing. As evidenced by our virtual gala platform, this year is quite different. You're getting me in my best Sean Hannity behind the screen mode, and unfortunately there's not a filet and asparagus sitting in front of you. Well, some of you may have a filet and asparagus sitting in front of you. Some of you might have a bowl of Kraft macaroni and cheese. Either way, I'm hoping you'll grab your NBTini or drink of your choice, sit back, and give generously to NBT and the future of manufacturing.
Solving the skilled labor shortage won't happen overnight. It's a journey. Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs is making progress toward creating a pipeline of skilled manufacturing professionals. Through our summer camp and scholarship programs, NBT promotes and encourages manufacturing careers for the next generation. The Foundation's supporters and donors understand the skills gap crisis and support programs that address this important mission. Summer manufacturing camps open doors to new beginnings by giving middle and high school students opportunities to learn with their hands, to discover their passion, to create their future, and to experience the world of manufacturing. Every year, talented students receive NBT scholarships to support their journey as they follow their career path in manufacturing. Their awards assist with college tuition costs as they attend school, develop their technical skills, and prepare to enter the workforce. Armed with the skills employers need and an eagerness to learn, these future manufacturers make ideal job candidates and add value on day one and beyond. With your support, NBT can reaffirm our mission to attract and prepare tomorrow's manufacturing workforce. Thank you for helping Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs build a legacy of excellence and a future for manufacturing's brightest minds.
Please welcome to the stage Mr. Ed Durnell, Director of the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs Foundation.
Hello, and thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Ed Durnell, and it is my privilege to be the Director of Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs, the foundation of the Fabricators and Manufacturers Association. During these incredibly challenging times, we have continued to be innovative and adaptive as we continue our mission to inspire the next generation of skilled labor force for manufacturing. We recognize that these are unique times, and we want to assure everyone that we are following the recommended state and federal guidelines for social distancing, mask wearing, and hand washing, even during this virtual gala. With the safety of our board members, staff, and volunteers in mind, we will continue to adhere to all standards that have been prescribed. Despite this being only the second annual event, the NBT Awards Gala has become our primary fundraiser of the year, and it would not be possible without the support of our generous sponsors. This evening presenting sponsor, Amada America Inc., has been a pillar of support for NBT and FMA. Their generosity is truly appreciated, and we are honored to call Amada the NBT Gala's presenting sponsor again tonight. In addition, I would like to thank other sponsors of the Awards Gala, including CNA, CIBC Bank, Mitsubishi Laser, Merrill Lynch, and Joe and Dana Moser. We are truly humbled by your support and thank you for your partnership. We also need to express our deep thanks to the members of the NBT and FMA boards of directors. Their ongoing support and leadership demonstrate the level of their commitment in helping NBT to carry out the foundation's mission. From volunteering to review scholarship applications to participating in NBT fundraisers like the Golf for Manufacturing outing that was just held last week, our board members graciously share their time, talents, and treasure. In fact, you'll meet several NBT board members throughout this virtual gala, including Master of Ceremonies Dave Pettigrew, the immediate past board chair, along with the newly appointed current board chair, Roger Wilson. And here's a message from another NBT board member, Jason Hillebrand, General Manager of Blanking and Automation at Amada America.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jason Hillenbrand, and I'm the General Manager of Products with Amada America. And on behalf of Amada, we are honored to sponsor tonight's second annual NBT Gala Awards event. And I'm also personally honored to be serving on the Board of Directors with NBT. We thank all of you tonight for being in attendance for tonight's event, no matter where you're at. Unfortunately, we're not able to get together like we did last year. It was a great event last year. A lot of fun, some great stories, some great awards given out, and just some great people. As all of you know, the importance of NBT to our future generation of manufacturing is really reliant upon the contributions that we receive. And it's evident that you guys have done a great job in supporting our efforts by the number of manufacturing camps and the number of scholarships that we've been able to create over the years. And we're just asking for that continued support as time moves on. The demand for skilled manufacturing is not going down. Manufacturing is very strong right now. The demand for skilled people is so important. And these opportunities last these young men and women a lifetime. And you know, there's been some great stories last year. I heard some just wonderful stories that just they choke you up because they're changing the lives of families and especially these young men and women, putting them on paths for careers that last them a lifetime. So again, it's such an honor for Amada to be a part of this. I'm so honored to be on the board and doing whatever small part that I can, as I am with all my fellow board members that are there tonight. Hi to all you guys. Sorry I can't be there right now, but anyways, again, on behalf of Amada, thank you all so much. Hope you all enjoy your evening tonight. Good luck for the rest of the year. Please stay safe and healthy, and we'll look forward to seeing you again. Take care.
Please welcome to the stage the Senior Vice President of Expositions and Media for the Fabricators and Manufacturers Association, Mr. Mark Hooper.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It has certainly been a difficult, strange, and uncertain year since we were together at this point last year. Through this rapidly changing environment where we both live and work, the NBT team has kept their focus on delivering on our message to support individuals in discovering their interest in manufacturing to encourage the pursuit of a manufacturing career. Our mission is as important now as it has ever been. We continue to raise money to provide scholarships in support of individuals looking to pursue manufacturing-related fields of study. We continue to raise money that is used to support our summer manufacturing camps that serve youth between the ages of 12 and 16, giving them the opportunity to experience and understand the importance of manufacturing. Since 1990, when the FMA Foundation was first established, 537 students have received scholarships to help in their educational pursuit toward a career in manufacturing. In 2005, the first NBT summer manufacturing camp was held. Since then, NBT has provided funding to 548 camps serving nearly 9,000 youths across the country. We're proud to announce that NBT has provided over $1 million in scholarship awards and an additional $1 million in manufacturing camp grants. This has certainly not been easy to make NBT team particularly thankful to the many individuals and corporations who have supported us in 2020. The Impact on Industry Award recognizes a corporation or business that has created a culture of philanthropy within their organization. The award recipient demonstrates an outstanding commitment to the manufacturing industry through its financial support, leadership involvement, and volunteer participation of its workforce, thereby establishing a role model for other companies in the industry. And the nominees are CNA. CNA was nominated for this award due to the company's leadership in participating with FMA and NBT, its dedication to the manufacturing industry and the communities it serves, along with the incredible example it sets for its company employees in charitable giving and volunteer services. The Mitsubishi Electric America Foundation and MC Machinery Mitsubishi Laser. Mitsubishi has been nominated for this award due to their community-minded philanthropic efforts, along with their long-standing support of FMA, NBT, and the metals manufacturing industry as a whole. Turner Construction. Turner Construction was nominated for the award due to the company's support of manufacturing and respect for the skilled tradesmen, combined with a culture that honors and supports youth education, minority-owned and small businesses, and our nation's veterans. The 2020 Impact on Industry Award goes to drum roll. The Mitsubishi Electric America Foundation and MC Machinery Systems Mitsubishi Laser.
So thank you so much, Mark. That's wonderful news. We're honored to co-receive this award as with MC Machinery Systems, and just really want to thank NBT for this honor. Bill?
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I love working with the FMA and NBT. I've been working on the board for like 10 years now, and it's been great. And I have to commend the people at NBT work so hard, and Ed and his staff and all the board members really put a lot of effort into it. So I'd like to thank them and honored to work with them. And it's great to be a partner with Kevin and Mitsubishi Electric.
Yeah, our vision, of course, is to empower young people with disabilities at Mitsubishi Electric America Foundation. We're just so excited to have the opportunity to promote inclusive manufacturing camps and really help think about an inclusive pipeline of talent for the manufacturing industry. And we're really proud to be part of this with the MC Machinery Systems, and just really honored for this award. Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and congratulations to Mitsubishi and all the 2020 Impact on Industry Award nominees. This next video, produced by Anoka Technical College in Anoka, Minnesota in 2015, represents the impact that NBT summer manufacturing camps have in attracting the industry's brightest minds to manufacturing careers.
Well, this is the 4th year for the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs camp, which is part of the Education Foundation for the Fabricators Manufacturers Association.
The goal of the camp is to introduce young people to the world of manufacturing.
What's beneficial for this is, number one, it brings the kids into a college. Number two, we bring kids out into industry. But number three, they get hands-on experience actually touching the things that are part of the manufacturing process.
We used some curriculum that was developed by the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs Foundation, and then we did laser etching.
The lasers, as they shot down, you know, like etched away the things. So cool to look at.
Tuesday, we had them in welding in the morning.
It's just kind of like bright and there's sparks everywhere, and I never even welded before, and that was just so much fun.
It's a bit scary at first, but eventually you get used to it, and pretty soon you're going pretty fast.
And then half the group went on a tour to RMS Surgical. And it's a really great example to show these young people all the options available for a career in manufacturing.
Get to see like all the different types of machines. They talked about each one, why each one's different from the next.
Different tools for spine fusion and kneecap replacements.
So on Wednesday, we got to learn more about machining. First off, we started off by programming and making our own nameplates. I wrote Ginger on mine because, you know, Ginger.
And there's about 6 or 7 different stations where they have to do cutting and measurement and drilling and gluing.
It was really fun to do, to see how like you can make things, you know, you can manufacture things with your hands, but you can also use computer programming to do it, and that was super fun.
And then the last tour is we go to Juneau Pacific, and they're a medical device manufacturer. They do lots of clean room stuff. And then the last day we do strengths finders with them. We ask them, okay, based on what you've seen this last week, where do you think your strengths line up in manufacturing?
I came this year to learn a lot more about manufacturing because it's been, you know, something I'm kind of interested in.
The main reason I went was because I heard of 3D printers and like we get to melt stuff, and I thought, okay, sure, I'll go. But yeah, it ended up being really cool, and I learned a lot more than I thought I was going to take away from it.
Deep down inside us, we all want to build. We all want to do something with our hands.
Actually making something with melting metal, it just felt so awesome.
I've always been trying to figure out how things work, and I've always like thought about, you know, what can I do being an engineer? I can go build roller coasters, help people, so many opportunities.
I would definitely go into astrophysics or something, get a PhD.
Anything involving the lasers, like the laser printing, that was really cool. So
I've always wanted to try the different types of engineering.
There's a lot of different angles. They might work with an engineer, they might do a lot of engineering type stuff, but it might be more of that hands-on level.
That's kind of why I took the SEMS program and the manufacturing campus, to kind of help find the field that I want to go into.
So the young people are going, oh, if I want to be a designer, that's a manufacturing job. If I want to be a quality technician or a quality engineer, that's a manufacturing job. If I want to work my way up into sales and marketing or management, those are all manufacturing jobs.
These are great jobs. They're safe jobs, they're clean jobs. Each day is different. It's going to be a new problem that they have to come up with a new design to fix.
Just the sheer art of building something, and yes, I'm considering it an art because it's so precise and so fun to do once you've actually do. They say you never work a day in your life if you loved your job. I love this. Hopefully I'd have to work never.
We're honored to have with us tonight the newest member of the NBT board, Gina Black, with the Community Development Foundation of Tupelo, Mississippi, and the director of NBT Summer Manufacturing Camps held at Itawamba Community College. Gina, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here today, and we're so lucky that you've become an advocate of our camp program over the years. And I would like to ask you a few questions regarding your experience with our camps. First and foremost, how did you get involved with the camp program?
Well, I sort of inherited it. My predecessor there at Community Development Foundation made a career move, and I was asked to take over workforce development, and so the camps, of course, come along with that. They're under workforce development, and so I've really enjoyed working with the camps.
You've been building partnerships over the past decade with NBT, technical schools, and local manufacturing companies. Tell us about that experience.
NBT has been so great. They really helped me transition into the role to take over the camps and coordinate the camps. I've worked with several there at NBT, from Diane to Donnell to Deanna, and they've just been great, always answering all of my questions and helping me. I've also made really great, long-lasting relationships with the local community college because of the camps there at Itawamba, and also with our existing industry. So it's been very rewarding for me in my career and personally.
You have been hosting NBT camps for over a decade. What about the program have you enjoyed the most?
It has to be meeting the campers each summer that come in, and then seeing them in the camps when they're experiencing something that they've never done before, like the welding, or using a rivet gun, or whatever the process is, and seeing those light bulbs go off in them.
What impact have the camps had in your community and the families that it serves?
I don't know that we will ever truly know the full impact of the camps, all positive, of course. But I still have parents and students that contact me even after the camps as they get older, asking me what is the next step for their student if they want to pursue a manufacturing career, what other training is out there, what other program is out there. So I think it's just been super positive for our community. For advanced manufacturing, just getting the awareness out there.
Itawamba Community College, received the Future of Industry Award last year. Tell us about that experience.
Well, we were so honored and humbled to receive the very first Future of Industry Award. We were really shocked, and so I was just so excited to be here and receive that award, and I thought the gala was great. I thought the awards program has been a great addition to NBT and FMA.
Well, it's wonderful to have you on our board. We are looking forward to working with you. You are such an inspiration for us, and we cannot thank you enough for your time. Thank you, Gina. And now back to you, Dave.
If you haven't done so yet, text NBT Gala to 243-725 so that you can get logged in to our online auction and bidding site. Speaking of the online art auction, we have professional and student artists who have donated some items for us to raise money. Now, some of those featured items I'd like to point out. On your screen you will see 2 metal sculptures that were done by Michael Miller, who is the National Skills USA Welded Sculpture Competition winner. Now, the Skills USA Championships are competitive events showcasing the best career and technical education students in the nation. Contests for both high school and college students begin locally and then continue through the state and national levels. Now, behind me you will see some other items that have been donated. 3 of the acrylic paintings are by wheelchair artist Kiki Ukonomu, an artist from the Helping Hands Center art program. Now, Kiki uses her electronic tablet to communicate the colors that she wants before using the treads on her wheelchair tires to create her modern masterpieces. Some other items I want to point out are our raffle items. Now we've got a whiskey advent calendar, a Gail Sayers autographed mini football helmet, some wine bundles which include 6 bottles of wine each. Now those ticket sales end at 6:45, so make sure that you get those tickets quickly. No doubt that 2020 will go down in the history books as one of the most challenging years of our lifetime. There are so many amazing stories of manufacturers forced to make quick decisions, transition, and pivot. In the end, it's their resiliency that makes the industry so strong. NBT has also had to learn how to adapt. In late March, when the pandemic was just getting started, NBT Camp Director Scott Beebe, manager of Fab Lab of Jackson County, Mississippi, made the early decision to transition his camp to a virtual format. Together with the NBT staff, Scott presented a webinar to show other schools across the country how to host a virtual manufacturing camp. Of the 185 camps originally planned for summer 2020, 55, or close to a third, were held virtually and reached more than 500 youth. Here's a snapshot of what the virtual camps were all about.
I would say 25 to 30% of the kids this summer attended multiple camps. They came to at least 2, some of them came to 10. They just really wanted something to do this summer. They were tired of being stuck at home in 4 walls, and this gave them 2 to 4 hours a day that they weren't in those 4 walls. And at the end of the day, we turned it into industry-specific representation of what it was like. So when we started seeing businesses were sending their employees home to work, we tried to mimic that work. You can 3D design sitting in a Chevron office, or you can 3D design sitting in your living room. And so we had kids 3D designing sitting in their living room. And so we tried to mimic what we thought the industries were doing with their employees. Okay, we can't have you come in and work, but you can still sit at home and you can design that ship, or you can design that propeller, or you can design that this, and you can prototype that, and we can test it in a virtual environment. And so that's what we tried to do with the kids. We tried to mimic what the workforce was actually looking like in real world during this time as well. And so they got a lot of hands-on experience with that you wouldn't have any other way.
Hello, my name is Shawanda Dito. I am the mother of London Dito, who had the pleasure of attending not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of the Fab Lab camps this summer. Every day was just as if tomorrow was Christmas, because she would jump up, get dressed, and be ready and enthused about going and learning new things through technology. These camps are teaching children lots of things. Through your donations and your help, it is allowing children to explore new things, new technology, and broaden their horizons.
It is now my honor to announce the next award. The Power of Industry Award recognizes an individual, family, or family foundation for its philanthropic efforts. The award recipient is a model of exceptional generosity who, through direct financial support, demonstrates outstanding charitable responsibility and encourages others to take leadership roles in the metals manufacturing industry. Tonight, the nominees are Rick Hoffman, president and founder of IAMCO, East Iowa Manufacturing Company. Rick has been nominated for the Power of Industry Award because of his passion for the manufacturing industry. His generous donation to the NBT's Summer Manufacturing Camp program will make a major impact on the number of students exposed to manufacturing and entrepreneurship over the next 5 years. Rick's willingness to support and advocate for the metals manufacturing industry by sharing his time, talent, and resources sets the bar for like-minded leaders. Michael Shaluli, owner of Mastercut Tool. Michael has been nominated for this award for his efforts in attracting the attention of new generation of skilled workers in a fun and engaging way. Michael's desire to identify and appeal to qualified skilled workers continues through the awareness, positive engagement, and philanthropy of the Manufacturing Education 5K, which it provides. It benefits the community, manufacturers, and students who may become the next generation of manufacturers. Antigone Sherris, instructor and chairman of the Engineering Technology program at Triton College. Antigone was nominated for the Power of Industry Award for her dedication and commitment to the education and empowerment of women, along with her passion in creating sustainable camp programs that encourage students for all ages to seek manufacturing careers. The 2020 Power of Industry Award goes to Rick Hoffman of IMCO.
Along with her passion in creating sustainable camp programs that encourage students for all ages to seek manufacturing careers. The 2020 Power of Industry Award goes to Rick Hoffman of IMCO.
Hey, Ed.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, I don't have much to say. I was pretty happy just being nominated. Not so sure I should have been the one selected, but I'll go with it. I want to say I've only been a member of the FMA a few years, and I have Pat Simon to blame or to thank for that one way or the other. I know one night in Nashville event, Pat was wondering what he got himself into by signing me up. But I was pretty happy being nominated. Not so sure I should have been one. I do have to say I love the U.S. manufacturing. I push it every chance I can. I sit on a couple manufacturing boards besides IMCO to help them improve as IMCO has improved and continually work as it at it since it is never ending. I do believe there's a bright future ahead of us, and simple automation will be key to U.S. jobs. There will be a resurgence in U.S. manufacturing as this pandemic subsides. And automation plus workforce development and promoting manufacturing, as the NBT has been doing, are the keys to our future. So I'd like to just thanks again to the NBT for all you do to promote to the younger generation. Thanks.
Congratulations to Rick and to all the 2020 Power of Industry Award nominees. Now here's a message from one of NBT's scholarship recipients about how the award helped him through his educational journey and into manufacturing career that he loves.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Kazicki, and in the spring of 2016, I received $2,500 from the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs Scholarship, where I used it to attend Bradley University and graduated cum laude with a degree in manufacturing engineering and a concentration in lean manufacturing in May of 2017. What receiving a scholarship from FMA meant to me was it made me feel like I was not alone during my college journey and like someone was rooting for me to finish off my curriculum strong. And also it gave me a sense of freedom knowing that I wouldn't be so burdened with paying back student loans and that I could focus on getting a head start in my career. Since graduating, I have been employed at Magna International, which is an international automotive supplier, as an assembly process engineer. I play a vital role in helping my division coordinate and implement continuous improvement activities that focus on eliminating waste, reducing variation, and improving quality within our manufacturing processes. I really love where I'm at in my life right now, and I wish the exact same for anyone else who's starting off their careers in manufacturing. And I just want to say this would not have been possible without this scholarship. So again, thank you, FMA.
How you doing? I'm Steve Early of CNA Insurance, longtime partners of the FMA and longtime supporters of Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs. We just got done with a great, somewhat rainy and cold day, but we got it all in, event. And I want to invite you all to make sure that you all join us next week for the first virtual awards gala. It's going to be on Thursday, October 22nd at 6 p.m. It's free to sign up. There's going to be a fantastic art auction online. I hope all you guys can find some time. It's a great event, and it's what we all want to do to support these camps for these kids. Thanks.
If you haven't done so already, let's make sure we text NBT Gala to 243-725. Now we've got about a minute left on the raffle items, so make sure you jump on there quickly and buy some of those raffle tickets. Let's take a look at our donations so far. We have just had a couple of that need to be added. Actually, have been added. We had 3 $500 donations from Chris Sweetland, Carlos Borjas, and Rory DeJean. And we also had a $2,500 donation from Joe Dagnese. So thank you guys so much for that generous donation. Make sure you're taking a look at those auction items. We've got about 15 minutes left in the auction. We've got several pieces of art, especially our 2 metal sculptures that were done from our Skills USA champion. So take a look at those, give generously, and help us out as much as you can. Turning it back over to you, Ed.
So joining me this evening is another member of the NBT Board of Directors who also happens to be a former chairman of the FMA Board, Vivek Gupta, president of Texas Profab Corporation of Carlton, Texas. Vivek, we are so lucky to have you back as a board member with NBT. We look forward to your insight and contributions to our efforts.
Thank you.
In 2020, you established an endowment in your family's name to award scholarships to students in the North Texas area going into the manufacturing industry. We'd like to ask you a few questions regarding your involvement with NBT.
Sure.
You own a manufacturing company in Texas. Can you tell us about some of the skilled labor challenges you face daily?
Where to begin? You know, I would guess primarily it's our most skilled people are aging at a rate that's greater than the younger workforce that we're bringing in. In the machine shop portion of our business, I think the average age is in the 60s now. Our press brake mechanics, at any pay rate, I can't find you know, people that have the skills that we really need to kind of lead that area. Most of them have elevated into management or further in their careers than are being trained now. There's a bigger drive towards automation, which kind of moves some of that skill to the offices, but where we don't have that same kind of skill development that we used to. As far as the newer, younger workforce, we're finding that they're more transient in nature. A hot job market has really kind of caused some compression and made it so that unskilled positions at distribution centers are almost just as attractive as manufacturing facilities, and they have a less kind of rewarding long-term career as manufacturing can offer. You know, we're also finding that because of this, people jump around before really focused learning and skill develops. People are a little bit less long-term and career focused, and so that's been a little bit of a challenge.
What impact do NBT scholarships have for young adults considering a career in the manufacturing industry?
I mean, it's wonderful. So first, it gives them a path to start at a higher pay rate. They gain more stability, importance. They become someone who is going to want to be retained in a downturn. They'll be very important. They get direction and purpose. And so then they end up staying and developing long, lucrative careers in manufacturing, or that's the hope.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Why do you feel inspired to start an endowment for students in northern Texas?
Well, everybody wants to kind of help their immediate community, and FMA and NBT have done such an amazing job of awarding scholarships in such an objective and systematic way. And it's almost like a service they're providing us. And then we can kind of provide parameters and say, hey, we would like to really come back to our community. And they've done an amazing job. And so we're actually able to, you know, we love getting those letters from people in North Texas that we were able to help go to, you know, welding schools or study engineering or things like that. And I mean, they provided us a lot of assistance in reaching that goal.
So thank you again, Vivek, for your kind support We look forward to working with you over the coming months and years. You are a great addition to our board, and thank you so much.
It's a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you. And
please welcome to the stage the current chair of the NBT Board of Directors, Mr. Roger Wilson.
I'd like to make a few comments before I get into the next award. Given everything you've heard here tonight and before tonight about the pandemic, I look at it that organizations have three choices. They can close up, go dark, and wait to see what happens to them. They can continue to keep the status quo and try to tread water, again, to see what happens to them. Or they can be proactive and innovative, as evidenced by this virtual gala tonight by NBT. The NBT staff has very creative in moving forward at the direction of the NBT board, and so therefore we're moving forward with our mission. The Future of Industry Award recognizes a school or organization that has created a successful and sustainable summer manufacturing camp program. The award recipient demonstrates a commitment to the manufacturing industry by hosting summer camps that introduce young people to the industry and expose them to manufacturing career options. The nominees are Northeast Alabama Community College. Northeast Alabama Community College has been nominated for this award due to its commitment to NBT, its students, and the manufacturing industry. NACC's foresight in offering a wide variety of focused camps to educate students to a wide variety of career options available in the industry is key to attracting the next generation of manufacturers. Our next nominee is Robert C. Byrd Institute. Robert C. Byrd Institute has been nominated for the Future of Industry Award as a long-standing proponent of teaching kids the value of manufacturing and inspiring students to want to build things. RCBI has developed its camp model to foster creativity and supportive environment that nurtures and develops the students' interest in manufacturing careers. Our final nominee is Triton College. Triton College has been nominated for the Future of Industry Award in recognition of its long-time partnership with NBT, having created the Gadget and Glow Camp models, which encourage young women to consider and pursue manufacturing careers. Triton College has been a trailblazer in introducing young women to the NBT Summer Camp Manufacturing Program. In addition, it has provided other local schools valuable advice and assistance in holding a camp focused on young women, along with curriculum and tips and guidance. The 2020 Future of Industry Award goes to Triton College.
I want to say thank you very much for this award. Triton College has been an awesome support in helping with establishing the camps, funding the facilities that need to be there in order to run the camps. And without that support, nothing would have happened.
Well, congratulations to Triton College and to all the 2020 Future of Industry Award nominees. There are so many wonderful stories from scholarship winners and camp participants of how NBT is influencing career choices and changing lives. And yet, the positive impacts of NBT programs extended to our industry partners, schools, and employees as well. Manufacturing camp hosts and companies that sponsor and support the camp see the benefits of working with NBT in this next video, as this next video illustrates.
And what I found was by really having successful summers, by really hitting that hard and getting other partners on board, that I could find partners then that were willing to help me during the school year. And so what the summers have turned into is an opportunity to create the funding model that during the school year, when I go to schools, I don't have to charge teachers. And that really helps low-income communities. So these are experiences that high school seniors are getting that they can walk into a workforce with that they're not getting any other way. So it's not just the 11 to 16-year-old kids that y'all are funding for summer camp. It's the Fab Lab junior camps that we're hosting beforehand that we can now do cheaper because we've got the funding from y'all for the main camp, and we've hit our goal. And now in our spare time on a Friday when we're only working half a day, we host a junior camp. And these kids as 5 to 8-year-olds are seeing it and saying, and then they're signing up when they're hitting 9 and 10 and 11 for the bigger camps. And then they go through the camps and then they're like, can I ever come work here? The impacts that you don't even foresee, that you don't even imagine, the way things grow and morph. And it's amazing to watch.
We're just a firm believer within K-12 STEM education and really kind of that step beyond. It's important not only for our work base, but for for the state as a whole. It's a workforce development issue. And we believe the partnership has been extremely worthwhile. We've really seen the return on our investment. When we created the partnership, one thing that was, of course, our highest priority was to work with the lab and the school district and other partners on ensuring that this model was sustainable. And so one of the sustainability pieces is the summer camps. And Scott has just done an unbelievable job really showing partners, with this investment, here's what you can do, and this is how many students are going to be reached. And
as much as skilled workers are needed and necessary, we're willing to train if we get the people with the right core values.
With our Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs camp and our internship program, we get so excited about the opportunities that we're providing, but really we could not do anything without our industry partners. And so specifically with our NBT camp, Boardman Foods has supported us financially, also bringing in speakers and explaining the process. And so it's been a wonderful partnership. We really work hard on getting the kids excited about building things with their hands and in entrepreneurship and coming up with big ideas. And so what I've seen is now that this is our third year doing this NBT camp, kids are so excited about it. They love building. They love coming up with ideas and presenting those ideas and then making those connections to, okay, here's these ideas, here's all these employers in Morrow County and the things that they are able to do, getting them to think about, oh, this is potentially a career that I'd be interested in. Because a lot of them, especially in small schools, they don't know all the job opportunities that are out there. So if we can get them excited about manufacturing now, then we see more interest in high school and their CTE programs, and we see more interest in going to college and pursuing those opportunities.
This Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs plays really well into what we're looking for to have the opportunities for parents to hear their kids come home and say, I got to do this today. I got to see something and hear about something that I would, had never heard about before.
We have seen a lot of students come through this camp, and it is by far my favorite time of the year because we take kids who have never built anything before, had no idea really any aspects of manufacturing, and they are scared to death when they come in the wood shop or they're trying to design something with SolidWorks. And by the end of the camp, they are so proud to tell their parents, look what I built.
Before I proceed, I want to send a special thank you to the NBT staff. Cindy, Donnell, and Dana, it is an absolute pleasure to serve alongside you, and I cannot thank you enough for your kind and incredible efforts. Despite the unprecedented challenge, we feel this has been a year of innovation and inclusion for NBT, and nothing demonstrates that better than two major projects we have undertaken this year: the Camp Program Impact Study and the Inclusion Camps for Individuals within Special Needs. Findings from the Camp Impact Study validate what we at NBT have known for a while, that by reaching individuals at the impressionable ages of 12 to 16 years old, offering them meaningful hands-on experiences and exposing them to manufacturing jobs in their community, we can influence their future career choices. The study results prove to employers and prospective donors that NBT's summer manufacturing camps are effective in raising awareness of manufacturing careers and building a pipeline for the skilled workforce of tomorrow. You can find the full report on the About Us page of the NBT website. Late last year, NBT received a grant from the Mitsubishi Electric America Foundation to create a program model for inclusion camps to serve young adults with special needs. NBT is working with industry employers, educational partners, and social service organizations to develop a camp curriculum and define career paths that lead to a job in manufacturing. The inclusion camps would help adults with unique abilities get the training they need for a manufacturing career, and camps are also designed to educate employers about the benefits of hiring individuals in this often overlooked group of adults. Special thanks to Helping Hand Center, Trinity Services, and Elgin Community College for their support and partnership. Recently, we asked Kevin Webb of Mitsubishi Foundation why they decided to support NBT manufacturing camps. Here is what Kevin had to say.
We also like to fund, again, programs that are preparing youth for employment, so and starting early. So like the inclusion camps, the Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs offers is, I think, a good step in helping prepare young people for the future. We have gotten feedback from lots of employers about making sure that the young people have the skills they need, both the soft skills and the hard skills, the talent skills, to be prepared for the workforce. Has been helpful, and that experiential training piece that often gets missed for some reason in transition education and special education. So like vocational training programs like I was mentioning that actually prepare people, give them practical work experience and on-the-job training, and again, like the Uniquely Abled project that places CNC manufacturers in the workforce. They get that practical experience, and employers can see young people doing the work and kind of assess their capabilities and on the job experience, and then offer them jobs. So I think that is a key, is providing that hands-on experience for the young person, where employers can see people in action and bringing them on. And then the employers get educated too about employing a diverse workforce and making sure that they can fully include people in their workforce and provide accommodations that are needed. And what we look for in grantees are people that have either a national footprint to really expand, because we're not a sustaining funder. We don't just fund the same thing over and over again. We look for innovation in the way people are doing their work, and innovative ideas to, again, diversify the workforce by including people with disabilities. So that's what really caught our eye about NBT's application was, the fact that you were open and willing to diversify your manufacturing camps and really think about and think strategically about how do you include people with disabilities, make sure that they're fully included, making sure the curriculum is inclusive in the way it's designed. Yeah, we really believe in making sure that all people have an opportunity to be fully included, and that's what we do as a foundation, empowering young people with disabilities to lead productive lives, and something we've been working on for 30 years, and still a lot to do, but we made a lot of progress. And I really encourage employers to really take a closer look, as the National Organization on Disability says, take a closer look at hiring disability employment, because it's a really underutilized, untapped workforce that employers could learn from.
First off, I want to say thank you to Jeff Schrader for his generous donation of $1,000 toward our goal. Now, as you can see, we didn't quite get there, but you can donate anytime to the NBT Foundation on our website at www.nbtfoundation.org. So please take the time to do that. Be generous. We appreciate the help that you've given us this evening. We thank you for your time. I do want to say we have a couple of upcoming events that I want to share with you about. The FMA's annual meeting will be held March 3rd through 5th. It will be a virtual event this year. So take the time to mark that on your calendar and save the date. We also are going to have our Golf for Manufacturing South event on April 26th in Charlotte, North Carolina at Ballantine Country Club. That will also be an opportunity where we will have a silent auction that you can bid on items where the proceeds will go to our foundation. I do want to take some time to thank several individuals. Several of our NBT and FMA staff volunteers: Dana Brown, Donnell Zarnacki, Cindy Day, Mary Diamond, Amber Feltner, Jerry Gunderson, Brad Mill, Megan Peja, Ann Schneider, and Vicki Webb. Thank you so much for your time and your generosity this evening. We really appreciate you joining us. We thank you for looking into the future of manufacturing. Good night, and God bless.
and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me. Our wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now when I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. The shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me. Our wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips,